Traoré's new security wall, Burkina Faso's president locks down. After $5 million assassination attempt to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, in the heart of West Africa, the presidency of Captain Ibrahim Traoré has entered a new, hardened phase following multiple verified coup attempts, including a stunning $5 million bribe offered to a presidential guard to assassinate him. Though the attempt failed, its ripple effects have transformed Burkina Faso's internal power structure, security doctrine, and leadership style. What followed was not retaliation but reconstruction, cold, calculated, and far-reaching. President Traoré initiated a sweeping internal purge and restructuring effort now known among insiders as the lockdown ideology. His response was as silent as it was aggressive. No fiery speeches, just a complete overhaul of the state's protective machinery. A fortress reinforced, the presidential guard, once compromised, has undergone complete reorganization. New agents were drawn from lesser-known branches and subjected to unprecedented background checks, including reviews of foreign TIs and even school records. The focus shifted from traditional military rank to ideological loyalty. Phone use in high-security zones was banned. Foreign consultants, especially those linked to Western NGOs and embassies, were removed from sensitive areas. The once dormant Office of Internal Counterintelligence was reinvigorated and mandated to map political affiliations from police chiefs to cabinet members. Citizens, too, became part of Traoré's evolving defense. The Volunteers for the Defense of the Nation (VDP), initially meant for rural anti-insurgency operations, now act as a parallel force loyal to the presidency. These young, rural recruits, once seen as auxiliary, are becoming strategic insiders, some even stationed within military hubs. Surveillance state biometric tracking initiatives, publicly framed as civil registration drives, have allegedly been repurposed to follow flagged individuals. Surveillance now combines digital footprints with real-world monitoring, creating what some describe as a shadow firewall around Traoré. The new reality, a presidency on perpetual high alert, not just to rebels, but to insiders. Because every recent coup attempt emerged not from distant mountains, but from within Traoré's own circle, generals, officers, even gendarmerie units. From idealism to survival, when Traoré seized power in 2022 at the age of 34, he was hailed as a Pan-African firebrand, a modern Thomas Sankara. But Burkina Faso was not a blank slate, it was a battlefield. Extremists controlled large swaths of territory, the military was fractured, and the populace disillusioned by foreign-aligned leaders. His rise shook the existing elite, both domestic and foreign. French influence began to crumble. Military accords were dismantled. French media and troops were pushed out. Infrastructure was nationalized, mining contracts scrutinized, and foreign NGOs expelled. These moves made Traoré enemies not just in Burkina Faso but across international power corridors. Some now whisper that the $5 million offer came from more than just desperate insurgents, that it was a proxy investment in regime change. Shadow war. No evidence officially links Western intelligence services to the plot. But the circumstantial patterns are familiar. Disinformation campaigns, private military contractors, and influence merchants have long been tools in destabilizing uncooperative regimes. And Traoré's increasingly pro-Russia posture has complicated things further. With French and U.S. influence waning in the Sahel, some observers say Burkina Faso is ground zero for a new kind of geopolitical Cold War, one waged in shadows, funded in silence, and fought with information, not armies. Fortress or prison, Traoré's presidency may now be the most fortified in the Sahel, but each layer of protection underscores a grim truth: the threat is far from over. In this high-stakes chess game, every ally gained is a rival provoked. Every reform cuts off someone's wealth, influence, or access. Every locked gate raises the question, who holds the key? This is Sal Pierre for VlogND. Subscribe for more reports at the intersection of power, resistance, and the future of Africa.